boy Mielle XO, and it's time to get into this next video. As you can basically tell, I'm looking a hot mess right now, and so it is wash day, but I gotta bring it back home. You know, I talk about it, but like I said, I like to be about it. And so we are going to be using my holy grail of holy grails. I know some of y'all don't really, I ain't gonna say funk with them, but y'all don't really rock with them like I do because of some other stuff, but I ain't gonna get into that because at the end of the day, if it works good on this head, we gonna use it. And so without further ado, let me introduce my homegirl, Mielle. That's right, the good old Mielle Organics. And I actually have a few products in the line. I have their shampoo, their protein-free moisturizing conditioner, and then I also have their pre-shampoo treatment, if you will. And then last but not least, I am going to be doing either a twist out or braid out with their twisting souffle. When I tell you all of these products, you know, I love them. You know, I want to keep them forever and ever and ever. I'm not kidding, y'all. When I tell you, I don't care how much this is, $16.99 or whatever it is, how much ever I paid for it, I will buy 2 of them at one time. She does have good sales on her website. I think last time I bought it, it was like $7 or something. I got 3. So, you know, get into it. Not all natural products are expensive. And so I am going to do a full wash day. Again, I'm going to wash, condition, and twist up. You know, let's do this pre-shampoo treatment first, but I'm gonna bring y'all along on this ride. And so go ahead and click like, share, and subscribe because we always need more citizens in this tribe. Let's get into it. All right, let's get to it. This is my hair pre anything. Not necessarily dirty per se. It's just a little bit ragged. Nah, I ain't gonna say ragged, you know, just a little bit rough, we'll say. You know, I think I could, that last twist out, honestly, I feel like I can do better, especially with some moisturizing products. So that's what we're gonna do this time. And so let's get into this pre-shampoo treatment. My hair should technically be fairly parted off based on what I did to it last time. So honestly, I'm just gonna apply this directly to my scalp, and we gonna go. Now I will say the directions does say you should part your hair in 4 sections and then apply it that way, but honestly, you don't really need to do all that. You just applying a little bit to the scalp as you go. You know. Now, if she came out with these products in a nozzle bottle, I would love them a lot more because I won't have to worry about putting it in a bottle myself. Apply this all over. You ain't gotta be neat with it. And this is basically just a pre-shampoo treatment, something to give you a little bit more moisture on your scalp. You know, if you have dry scalp, this is probably something that you should look into getting. Now, it does help. This was the center part. Definitely make sure I get that. You know, and then you just move all along. And then also, if you have, you know, scalp buildup, this is probably a good product to use. You know, again, I clarified the last time, so I don't really need much, but I always like to use this before I go in with my Mielle because again, it does give you that extra kick of moisture. And it just feels good on the scalp. In all honesty, it has like a minty, let me see. I think it has peppermint. Yeah, it definitely has peppermint in here. And so if you're a fan of the mints, if you're a fan of, you know, cool tingly feelings on your scalp, definitely get this. And so, what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez? Monique, excuse me. So Monique, if you see this, you know, love the product, wish it was just in a nozzle bottle. You know, some people don't realize them nozzles come in handy, especially when you got a head full of hair. Shoot, she got a gorgeous head full of hair. She should know that. Don't come at me, girl. I am your friend. Like I said, I have nothing but good things to say about Mielle. Now, I will say, I'm not necessarily, you know, a fan of all her products because, again, you know, it depends on what you need. But these products that I showed you thus far, because I do have more, I love them so far. So, again, no complaints from me. And I'm just gonna go back over my edges. If you can't see the consistency, it's kind of like a, you know, kind of like a, I want to say like aloe vera. That's kind of the consistency of it. You know, as soon as you put it on your hair, it does melt into the hair, but it kind of has almost a sticky feel to it. You know, nothing unbearable, of course. And then just to read you quickly what the directions say, it does say divide your hair into 4 sections, apply the pre-poo treatment directly on the scalp and massage, cover the hair with a conditioning cap, do not rinse. Do not rinse. And then you follow up with our Magango oil exfoliating shampoo. Now, I'm not necessarily using the Magango oil exfoliating shampoo. I'm going to go in with the moisturizing and detangling shampoo simply because we're not doing heat styling today. But again, to each his own. But this is just what I'm using for myself. And so I've already applied the pre-poo treatment all over. And I'm just going to massage it into my scalp. And when you massage it in, you can really feel where it's been applied to. It does kind of heat up and make your hair melt, if you will. It does, like I said, it does extremely well at moisturizing the scalp, you know. And so just let it work on in. And then what I'm going to do is I'll probably tie it all back, put my shower cap on, and then let it sit for maybe 15-20 minutes. And then I'll come back. I'll either show you the shampoo or I'll, you know, show you how the shampoo looks in my hair, and then we're going to continue on with this video. And then another little tidbit, you can always add a little bit to the ends of your strands if they're feeling a little bit dry and distressed, just to give you that extra kick of moisture before you go in with the shampoo. So keep that in mind. All right, I'll be back, y'all. So let's get into this deep conditioner. First, I'm gonna actually part my head in 2 sections. I'm not gonna do 4. And so this is my hair. Get into that shine. It looks a little bit tangled as of right now, but I was doing it upside down, so that's okay. And this again is the hydrating conditioner, the protein-free hydrating conditioner from Mielle Organics, the Magango oil line. And it has a, you know, a fairly light texture, but again, it is extremely moisturizing. As you can see, as soon as I put it into my hair, it literally soaks right on in. And that's honestly what I love about it. You can tell that your hair is literally drinking up all that moisture. So, see that? Look at that, right. And the smell, honestly, I think it smells amazing. It smells like something out of a tropical rainforest. You know, when I think of this conditioner, for some reason, it always takes me back to the wild thornberries when you was a kid. I know y'all seen that show, especially the episode with her older sister, you know, the one with the long blonde hair. That tells you, you know, how much I'm into hair. You know, the one that was in the long blonde hair, they was in the rainforest, and she had this book on how to make her own conditioner. And when I tell you, this literally takes me back to that moment. You know, every single time I use it, my hair literally waves up. It lays like it's never laid before. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And look how easily I'm detangling it, you know. Now, I don't have the kinkiest of hair textures, but still, it does tangle up. You know, and if you saw it when I started the video till now, you'd be like, oh yeah, definitely a rat's nest. Just get into it, y'all. Again, this is the protein-free deep conditioner. Again, I'm not trying to keep y'all all day, so I'm gonna go ahead and twist this side on up because yes, I've detangled just that fast. You know? That. Just to make sure it's highly saturated. And you could easily apply it all over your head, you know, not really divided into 2 sections, but I feel like this is the driest portion of my head, and so that's why I always do 2 sections on mine. Again, just gonna twist this all the way down so we can deep condition. A little tangle right there, but again, this is everything that came off in the detangler. And so get into it. And so here we have my hair. I'm probably just gonna ball them up. And just let that process for the time being. You know, what it really says here, just to read y'all the directions. After shampooing, apply to clean, wet hair and gently comb through from roots to ends, leave in for 15 minutes, and then rinse thoroughly. Y'all know I'm probably gonna leave it in a little bit longer than that, probably leave it a good 30, but you know, with this type of product, you know, the fact that it's already extremely moisturizing, you really aren't gonna need to go further than that. And so let me go get my shower cap. Got my shower cap, don't leave home without it. We're gonna put this on. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Keep this on for again about 15 to 30 minutes and I'll be back with you. Okay, y'all, I am finally back after it seems like a lifetime. When I tell you a child is tired. Shoot, I ended up washing my hair, used the Mielle organic shampoo, then used the conditioner, and then tell me why, as soon as I got out of the dang on shower, I was like, you know what, let me use my Old Faithful leave-in, completely forgetting I have Mielle Organics leave-in that I meant to try this whole entire time. So basically had to wash my hair all over again, recondition it, and now I'm back, and I was like, shh, by this time the energy is wearing thin. So I basically just did most of my head, just left this one little portion right here, and I'll do that with you guys. And so just so y'all can see my hair, you know, fresh out the shower, conditioned with a little leave-in. This is the Mielle Organics leave-in, so come on now, get into that shine, get into that curl. Like, the curl popper just like on 10 right now, for real. And if I was doing a wash and go, I'd probably love it, but I'm not, so we're gonna continue. We're just gonna make these two big old, I'm doing a braid out today, so I'm just gonna make these two big old plaits. You know, we ain't gotta be cute. You know, we just want it to be even, just in case I decide to run out in public and go somewhere. And I'm using now the, don't mind my bottle, y'all. I've been using it. The Mielle Organics Twist and Souffle, the pomegranate and honey. That's like a tongue twister. I'm gonna do that. Put it down the strands of my hair. I am a bit heavy-handed, so in my case, the more the merrier. But if you aren't too fond of it, you know, just use the amount that you are keen on using. And then I'm just gonna basically, you know, plait it on up. Again, try to make your pieces even as possible so you ain't gotta shift hair from left to right, going down the actual braid. Start like this. But again, I switch underhanded to braid it all the way down. Trying to get the braid as smooth as possible. And also I did them this size to kind of match my curl pattern, if you will. I wanted to look like it naturally grew out of my head like this, even though we know it didn't. Braid this on down. I'm gonna leave this last bit out right here. Yeah, we don't need to braid that. But yeah, we do the same on this other side. And then we're gonna call it a night. And then it more than likely won't be dry until tomorrow. Probably about tomorrow afternoon, because I'm gonna let it air dry. I'm not gonna put any heat to it, you know. Which is okay, I ain't got nowhere to go. You know, I work from home, so that's a little bit better for me. If I was going out in public, I probably would go ahead and dry it, but considering I'm at home, I'll be okay. Again, I'm separated in 3. I start with, you know, overhanded. I guess that's what you call it. It may seem like I'm braiding like I'm in elementary school, but I am. And I switched underhanded. And this is where the speed braiding comes in. Lord, I can tell I'm tired, y'all. I can't even braid right. It don't even matter. I'm just gonna get it. Get her done. Of course, come brush the ends. And we're gonna keep on going. You know, and you can even see the shine in the braid. So if y'all need some moisture, if y'all need some extra love in y'all hair, definitely go out and get the Mielle Organics Pomegranate and Honey line. It's specifically catered for extra moisture for type 3, type 4 hair. It actually tells you on the bottle itself. It is for, I guess, level 4 definition and level 4 consistency. You know, so I guess it's for deep curls and heavy curl patterns. You know, if you want some extra love, this is the one you need to get. And so just get into it. You know, the ends are gonna curl up a little bit, which I'm okay with, because when I take it out, it'll still have the curl on the end. You know, just try to get the roots and stuff as smooth as possible. You don't want to have poofy roots. I'll probably put my little edge, wherever it is, I'll probably put my little edge thing on, sleeve it up tonight, put a little bonnet on just to protect my strands, and then tomorrow, I'm gonna show you the finished result. So again, I'll check you in the morning. And who am I joshing? It ain't gonna be the morning. It'll probably be the afternoon or evening time before I take this mess out. Real talk. Okay, I am back, and these are the finished results. Now first, let me say, it's not the next day. It's not even the day after that. It's about 2-3 days later. You know, life happens, okay? But you'll also notice, I don't know if you've been paying attention, I'm not wearing glasses anymore. And so a part of those days was me going to the eye doctor and getting cleared for contact lenses again. And so I'll probably wear these more often, but I will switch back and forth to glasses just to give my eyes a rest. You know, we always want to make sure we have healthy eyes so that we can see for the rest of our lives. And so just to give you a quick rundown of how I got to here, we started with the Mielle Organics or Mielle Organics pre-shampoo treatment. Put that in my hair first. Honestly, love it. Makes it feels great. Give me a little tingling effect on my head. And then we went ahead and followed up with the pomegranate and honey moisturizing and detangling shampoo. Again, if you are a little bit more on the drier side and you want that extra bit of moisture, they do have a shampoo with this line, the Magango line, but again, it's more so catered to heat styling. I like this better for natural styles, and so use this if you want to get that extra bit of moisture. And then actually after that, went in with the Mielle Organics Magango Oil Hydrating Conditioner. And like I said, this is the holy grail. I'm never going to get rid of this. This will literally take it over the top. As you can already see, hair is still shiny. You know, consider this 4 days later, and I just literally took the braids down. I kept them in the entire time because honestly, if I went to 4 days without the dreads, I would have to wash my hair all over again before getting back on camera. And so didn't want to do that because we got things we got to do. But after that, the reason why it took me so long in the first place is because I wanted to try the Mielle Organics Pomegranate and Honey Leave-In Conditioner. Honestly, love it. I think this is a sample pack. I paid, what, $2 and change for this. I'm probably going to go back and get the full size because I love it just that much. My other leave-in, honestly, we about to throw that away. No shade, no tea, no shade, but honestly, it has glycerin in it, and I'm just not too fond of that, too keen on it. So we're going to get rid of it. I probably will use it just to use it up because it's not a bad leave-in. It just it just feels like I have to do too much work to get it to do what I want it to do, when in reality, I could literally put this in and call it a day in a couple minutes. And so followed up with this after the actual deep conditioner, and then to do the braids themselves, I use the same line, the Mielle Organics Pomegranate and Honey Twisting Souffle. And with all of those products, these are the results that I am getting. Now, with the braids, I don't typically separate my hair the first day, honestly, because I like to prolong it, if you will. And so if I would have separated, I would kind of do like one of these where I kind of started to, but then stopped. You'll see it kind of just frizzes up, and it'll create body, or it'll become more voluminous over time. And so if you want to extend your styles and you don't just want to have to redo it in a span of 2 days or so, do the braids a little bit smaller and then take them out so that they're still piecey. Like, I like the piecey look. Don't get me wrong. You know, I can go both ways, make it a little bit bigger. You can do it yourself, but it will eventually become more poofy, if you will, and more tangled, and you'll eventually just have to do it in a quicker fashion. And so I like to leave it in, and then over the next couple of days, it will kind of evolve, if you will, into that separated look. You know, with more manipulation, you loosen up the curls and they extend. But honestly, I'm not mad at it. It is still, you can look at it, you can still see the shine. It is highly moisturized. I was so surprised that when I took the braids down that they were still moisturized. Now, don't get me wrong, I could probably put a little bit of, a tiny bit of moisture in there, maybe. You know, it's a leave-in conditioner, so why not? You know, we're just gonna do it. you know, just to get those ends, because, you know, I do sleep with a bonnet, but even bonnets dry your hair out. And so I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this leave-in in there just on the ends so you guys can see. And it smells so good, y'all. It smells like candy. Pomegranate and honey, you mix them two things together. Yeah, you be walking down the street smelling extra good. And so that's it. You know, get into it. Let me turn around and show you the back of it. Look at that. Again, you can see the pieces. You probably can see the parts in there, but honestly, I don't care because I like it. But yeah, that is it. So get into it. I recommend these products to everyone. Okay, if you are on the drier side, if you want that extra bit of moisture, if you just want to take it up a notch, you definitely need to go out and get you some Mielle Organics. And I'm actually, just cause, I'm gonna put a little bit of the twist and souffle in there, you know, because again, with this in combination with the leave-in, it just had my hair feeling so good, y'all, so good. And so just do that. Don't really want to mess with this up here because this is already frizzy. That's why I pulled it back up. You can probably tell that the hairline, you know, the hairline usually is the first to go. And so I ain't mad at it. Don't get me wrong. It's not something that I would have to redo all over again because it don't look good. It looks great. You know, it's shiny all the way through. You can even still see it up there. Like, get into it, y'all. And so, you know, that's all she wrote. And so if you like what you saw, go ahead and comment, like, share, and subscribe because we always need more members in this tribe. As always, peace and love.